up? Back again with another Curse Countdown. And tonight we always have my good friend Sean and my other good friend who I used to host a show with her too. She's wonderful. She's fiery. She's got all the opinions. TG.
Yo, what up, everyone?
So what's up, guys? We're here. We're doing the top 10 artists this week. It's gonna be fucking fun because we have three varying music opinions, I'm sure. So this has got to be great. We got the whole crew in there. We got Lunatic Fringe in, and
Beta!
Vader's here.
What up, Vader?
Dennis.
Stevie, Lunatic. Let's go.
Lunatic, our boy Lunatic.
Dennis.
Yeah. Lunatic's probably got 400. He told me he limited his bands this week to only 20.
Hey,
So,
Lacey.
you know oh,
Ooh, our girl Lacey in the house.
Lacey.
Hey, Lacey.
How about that? So, yeah, we'll go ahead and get it started. I am going to play like the consummate host this week because I listen to bands that nobody's ever heard of. So I'll just throw them out there as we go. I didn't really make a list till like 5-ish, so it's fine. But we'll start with TG. You're the guest this week. By all means, give us number 10.
Number 10 for me is Rihanna. She's
Rihanna.
She's one of my favorite artists. I love listening to her music. As a matter of fact, I got 6 of her songs on my playlist right now. I love it.
Is she still making? She's still putting out stuff and whatnot.
Yeah, she does, but she does it sparingly because she's diving more into fashion now.
Oh, okay.
She still make music. She's just doing it sparingly now.
That's fair. As a person who makes clothes, I get it. So, I get it. That's cool. Sean.
Okay, guys, I did the top 10 bands that I just think are the best bands. Not my favorite bands, but I went with 10 bands. And at number 10, I have The Band, who's Bob Dylan's backing band. So they went on their own. They had a hit up on Cripple Creek the night they drove Old Dixie down. The Weight, which is very popular that a lot of people know. But this is great. All of them were great musicians. All of them except the organist were great singers. So they all sang. Just great. I mean, late 60s or mid 70s rock, blues. They got a little bit of country in them too. I mean, did everything. I mean, 4 of them were from Canada and 1 was from Arkansas. So
that's an interesting mix. Look at this. We got Steely and Dennis coming in with the same number 10. What's the odds of that?
Ooh, Little Feat.
Ooh.
Dixie Chicken is a great song.
I have not heard any of this shit.
I've seen Bruce Springsteen a couple of times in concert. That's an awesome concert to go to.
Yeah, Bruce Springsteen was in at number 10. So,
actually, the band did a cover of Atlantic City. Check that out, Lunatic. You'll love it. I guarantee it.
That's pretty cool. I'm not hip to any of that. I tend to stick to newer music. That's like my thing because when I worked in the music industry, it was newer, and I just kind of got addicted to new music. So like, I still wake up every day and go look for new music. I'm weird like that. But like if I had it, like I tinker around the list or whatever, I would probably say, a band that was pretty good, but like mildly obsessed with for a minute, but they've been around forever. It's My Chemical Romance would probably be my number 10 things if I had to pick one.
The song Teenagers.
Yeah, like my daughter's named after My Chemical Romance song, so
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yep, they has a special place in my heart. So all right. Sean, we'll go with you, number 9.
Number 9, I go with the very first supergroup in rock history, Cream.
Good old
Eric
Cream.
Clapton, Jack Bruce, and the great Ginger Baker. I mean, you got one of the greatest drummers, the greatest bass players, and I mean, like the blues guitarists call Clapton God. So, I mean,
I believe I heard their music before in high school with my choir teacher.
Yeah,
Sunshine of Your Love, White Room. I mean, they just jam. I mean, they do a lot of blues stuff. They were basically like the first blues hard rock band. And if you look, they can even be counted as maybe the first metal band a little bit because they played so loud and so heavy. But
well, for their time,
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I think they the term heavy metal was coined with Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath, and there's been a couple of different bands that
right.
Like Steppenwolf had heavy metal in the song "Born to Be Wild." They quoted heavy metal thunder, but
Yeah. Yep.
but REO Speedwagon and Lunatics got Chicago.
Oh, Chicago.
Ooh,
Oh,
Lacey's got Trivium. Ooh,
Trivium.
if I'd have been doing some metal, I could.
Bon
That's
Jovi.
actually pretty.
Bon Jovi.
Yep.
Yeah, I see it right now. That's actually pretty fire.
TG, your number 9.
Oh, my number 9 is pretty much Chris Brown. Still listening to his songs to this day. I know my mom and
We're
them
just
have.
looking past those hands, huh?
Yeah, I know because it's more so like I always keep my list because I know for a fact I'm forgetful. So
Yeah, no, I get it. Like,
yeah, so like, and not only that, if I have to like respond in the chat too, I can do that. So it's actually pretty much easier. So I always keep my list and my thing right next to me. But yeah, Chris Brown is my favorite because I love his music. I loved it. I'm still listening
looking
to
past
it.
Chris Brown's hands. That's what I was referring to, not yours.
Oh, oh, that's funny.
Yeah. He's here all night, people.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, Lacey actually has one of my favorite songs like right there. It's called "With You" by Chris Brown. I love that song. Okay. It's one of the many songs I love of his.
For sure. If I had to go number 9, I probably am gonna end up going. I'm gonna preface this by like I'm gonna say Metallica, but I will not go Metallica past the Black Album. Like it's Metallica pre-Black Album and before, because otherwise they're not the same band and I don't like them. So.
Dude, they had some great stuff later on, man.
They did not.
Death Magnetic.
Listen, nothing. They peaked at Master of Puppets, and then it's been a slow downhill dive into the abyss since then. Like, listen, you tell me they wrote a better song than Leper Messiah, I'm going to call you a liar.
They have.
They have not. Absolutely not, sir.
Yes, they have.
Like, what song?
The greatest Metallica song ever. I'll wait till I get to Metallica on my list.
Okay, yeah, we'll wait till we cross that bridge sometime. God. Okay.
Is it my turn at number 8?
You just went first. I'll go first this time. See, listen, Lacey gets it. Lacey gets it. Anyway,
I love Master. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, that's interesting. I have to listen to that.
Number 8 is listen. Buck Vader beat me to the Thunder, but Nirvana. Like and listen, I could be higher, but I have a lot of bands that are closer to my heart. But as a child, like one of the first CDs I ever bought was Nirvana's Nevermind. Or no, that was the first CD I bought. Was Nirvana's Nevermind. And when Kurt Cobain died, like. You can ask my sister this day. She still talks about it. Like she was like 3 and she's like, dude, you were in your room for 3 days bawling like the Pope just died or something. I was like, he did. Shot himself. Like I was really upset. It really killed me to watch like one of my heroes die. So it was real tough.
All right. My number 8 is the Jimi Hendrix Experience.
Ooh.
I mean, what can we say about Jimmy that, greatest guitar player ever? I mean, and his rhythm section, Noel Redding, I mean, Mitch Mitchell. I mean, those guys were awesome. Just amazing band all around. I mean, it's just a shame that he only lived to be 27, but I mean, the stuff he could do with the guitar is just mind blowing, man.
He was a visionary for his time, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Revolutionary, for sure. Red Hot Chili Peppers by Chili
Peppers. Yeah, like up to Californication, I think they were great. After that,
Steely's got rocky music. I tell you what, I saw the Red Hot Chili Peppers in concert, and the bass was so loud, it made my shirt. You could feel it in your clothes.
Oh yeah,
it was thumping so loud.
Oh, Smashing Pumpkins with Lacey, yeah.
All right, despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage, Lacey.
That album was a special album, I'm telling you. Oh,
sorry, I was not a Smashing Pumpkins fan.
My number 8 is Disturbed. Have you ever heard of that band?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's with the sickness, baby.
The sick. I love all those songs. And man, I still listen to all of that right now. I'm listening to it right now. I'm like, yo, one of their favorite songs I like is "I Will Not Break" and "Hold On to Memories." Those two are like 2 of my favorites. I have some other ones like what is it called? There was one called "Invincible" and "The Vengeful One." Them are fire. Them 2 fire.
They did a cover of Simon Garfunkel and "The Sound of Silence." which is totally awesome. Totally badass.
Yo,
Now,
yeah.
listen, I respect Disturbed. I listened to him another time in my life, like in the late '90s, early 2000s. They first came out. The first couple albums I was there for. They're kind of like divorced dad rock now. So it's like I did not see that one coming from UTG. So mad props, mad props. I didn't know you were divorced dad these days, but I like it. I like it. I respect.
Hey, look, like I told you, I like music when I listen to it, and this stuff is real good, man. I love music. I don't care what genre it's from, as long as the music is good.
I agree.
Compared to like, have you ever heard of an artist named Tekashi?
Unfortunately,
yeah, never listen to his music. It's garbage.
Never.
Because all he does is yell. That's all he does. It's just it don't sound good at all.
No, there's a lot of Disturbed love in the chat though, for sure.
Steely like Roxy music. That's terrible, Steely. You want to say Hendrix is awful? Roxy music is horrible.
Horrible! For picking Roxy music in your previous pick there, bud. Throwing a lot of shrapnel. All right. Where are we at? Number 8?
I just did my number 8.
Yes, that's all of us.
Yeah, so we're at 7.
Okay, TG, take us off.
Oh, Skillet is my number 7.
Skillet?
Oh,
I love their music too. Oh yeah, they're an excellent band. One of my favorite songs, Invincible. I think they even have like remixes of it too, which are really freaking fire. They also have like Hero. They have Back from the Dead. They have a couple other songs that I absolutely love. Actually, there's a couple songs.
There was one song that they had that I downloaded on my iPod. I forget what it was. It was really good though.
Ooh, another one I heard was Monster. I love their Monster song. That one was pretty fire.
It's a good one.
They have even a couple current songs now that are out there still really good. It's just that the older ones are my favorite.
They're still releasing pretty good music. Vader, I have to disagree with Vader here vehemently. I think the Doors are vastly overrated. Like, I think Jim Morrison was a babbling idiot. He's not a good poet. He's like, there's a line between like genius kind of poet, eccentric guy, and drug riddled nonsense. He landed on the drug riddled nonsense side. Just saying. That's just my opinion, but by all means, hot take.
Super funny too is like Breaking Benjamin. They're not in my top 10, but they were close.
They
were super close. They were they were super close. Like one of their songs, I absolutely love called "Awaken," and I love that song. As well as, if I'm not mistaken, there was another one. I got to think of it. It's in my playlist right now that I listen to it all the time. But it's such freaking good songs they have. But they just didn't make my top 10 yet. It's like they were on the brink of it, though.
Right. I feel it.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. That's a good one. Yes. Saw them in concert, put on a great show. Jackson Brown by Steely.
Yep. Doobie Brothers.
Running on Empty.
Doobie Brothers. Just a good one. Sean, let's hear it.
My number 7 is a band that there's certain music, certain stuff of theirs I can't really listen to because it's been overplayed so much. But Pink Floyd, I give mad respect to Pink Floyd because they're master musicians, and I mean Dark Side of the Moon's a masterpiece. I mean Wish You Were Here, I love too. And it's just
who didn't ingest intoxicating substances as a child and watch Dark Side of the Moon and Wizard of Oz? Like, who didn't do that? Come on, everybody did that, right?
You mean the wall? You mean where you put the soundtrack of Dark Side of the Moon?
Wizard of Oz.
The Dark Side of the Moon in during the Wizard of Oz, and it matches up to it.
It's wild.
That's crazy.
It's far too coincidental for there not to have been some sort of knowing there. But so my number 7 is again, I don't know. I'm just kind of pulling this out of thin air, but I would say Fall Out Boy.
Ooh, we're going down swinging, man.
Absolutely, but I'm like only a mild Fall Out Boy fan. Like I literally like the first album and then like the last 4.
Dude, I saw they had a band. It was a couple members of Fall Out Boy with a couple members of Anthrax.
Yeah, it's called The Damn Things.
I saw them in concert.
Listen, one of my favorite bands is Every Time I Die. Keith Buckley is the lead singer of The Damn Things.
Yeah, I went and saw The Damn Things in concert. Yep,
they're really
good. I was
good.
in the front row. There was like, I don't know, there might have been like 300 of us in a House of Blues up in Cleveland.
Yep.
But yeah, I saw The Damn Things, man.
Scotty Ian's in that, and Pete Wayne from Fall Out Boy, and the drummer from Fall Out Boy. Yeah.
Rob Caggiano was the guitar player for Anthrax, but he left and now he's in Volbeat.
Yeah, Volbeat. Yep.
I love Volbeat too. Great band.
Yeah, Volbeat is good. Volbeat is good. Are we all through? That's everybody's number 7.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just did Pink Floyd, so whoever.
Yep. Oh, and I did Fall Out Boy, so we're good. All right, Sean, take us away for number 6.
Now, if I was going my favorite bands, this would be up higher, but number 6, Metallica. I've seen them 10 times in concert, and I got to see the greatest show I ever saw in my life. Me and my buddy went to Yankee Stadium, and it was the Big Four of thrash at Yankee Stadium. It was Slayer, Megadeth, Anthrax, and Metallica. And we had tickets to the VIP. We had the VIP pit, so we were really close to the stage. And man, it was just mind blowing, man.
For sure.
But the greatest Metallica song ever written is not Leper Messiah. It was Creeping Death. It was the greatest Metallica song.
All right, I'll let that slide. I thought you were going to name something from the Black Album or something. I was
No.
I was going to go full TG on you.
No.
It was going to be crazy.
Creeping Death, bro.
Full TG.
Creeping Death, man.
Creeping Death is
Sanitarium's
good.
brother. Sanitarium's brother than Leper Messiah too. So
I don't know about that. Let's not get crazy. Okay.
I'll get real crazy.
Let's not get crazy, sir. Have some respect for yourself, Sean. Jesus.
Come on. I'm here. Come on.
No, well, you're right.
Damage
you're right.
Inc. Ooh, Silly Matt. Throwing out the Damage Inc.
Damage Inc. is good.
Ooh. Elton John. I'm surprised that's not Steely's favorite one.
Well, that's Steely's number 1 for sure. With a bullet.
Ooh, Chuck in the House.
Oh, Chuck just dropping a full list on us.
Dude.
Oh.
Chuckers.
Okay.
Oh, Van Halen's not been mentioned yet.
That's an honorable mention for me.
Listen, I like the Motley Crue one.
Yeah, I got a couple honorable mentions.
Yeah, I like the Motley Crue one, but only up to Dr. Feelgood. After that, they're not really Motley Crue.
You're right there. I can't argue with that. The Sons of Los Angeles were okay, but I mean, that's you. AC/DC number 2. I see the Eagles are a great band, but I just can't stand them. If I have to hear Hotel California again, I'll blow my freaking head off, man.
Yeah, no.
Seriously, God.
I agree.
Sorry.
Don't.
Play me some Desperado or Already Gone, but not Hotel California.
Okay, and I've heard Kiss's music before, as well as the Eagles.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Kiss is. Listen, the third concert I ever went to was Kiss. So that was pretty cool.
Mind blowing.
Mm-hmm.
They were killing it.
Man, I was a when were they a band? And how long were they?
I mean, they're still a band, but
because I'm about to say I know I've heard their music before because it's
to
like when I was a kid, I remember hearing like stuff about Kiss. And I'm like, I remember hearing the songs. Like,
mid-70s till they just retired like 3 years ago.
Yeah, they did like 47 fucking
reunion
goodbye tours and
farewell
shit.
tour. Yeah,
Yeah, they did
I Want to
tours
Rock and
for
Roll
18
All
years.
Night. That's their big hit.
Yeah,
Rock and Roll All Night.
I knew I heard it from someone.
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen them about 8 times in concert.
I forgot so much about them too, because it's like, man, I have not heard their music in a bit too. I'm like, I know I've heard their music since I was a kid, but then it's like after a while, it was like, it's kind of funny. I don't hear much.
When you was a kid, you're still a kid. What are you talking about?
I'm not no kid. Don't play me. Don't play me. Just because I look like one does not mean I'm a kid, man. Don't play me.
I don't mind Kiss. I do think they took off the makeup for a hot second.
Dude, they're done. It's over.
But
don't walk away. You're 80 years old. You shouldn't be putting makeup on anymore. You're done. You know.
Yeah, because doing it without the makeup is fucking. It's not a good look for them. Like, not a good look for them. Let's see here.
It's like Jason. You want him to put the mask back on, you know?
Right. Like, just put that back on her old butterface. Jeez. Anyway.
Hey, Dennis, I resemble that remark. Don't quit my day job.
Yeah, well, you know, John's working. He's taking vocal lessons. Okay, he's taking vocal lessons.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, TG, what's your number 6? Or is it 6?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
My number 6 is actually from a a musical hit type of TV show. Like they're about to reunite again, but it's like
Is it the Monkeys?
no, it's a
I love-
musical TV show from when I was a kid on like Nickelodeon called Victorious.
Oh my gosh!
Mhm.
Me and my daughter just watched the video to Five Fingers to the Face.
Uh-huh.
My
I
daughter
love
loves
all
that
their
song.
songs coming off Victorious since I was a kid. It was so popping. I'm like, I still listen to it now. There's actually a lot of former TV shows who were like bands of mine that are still favorites of mine to this day that I'm
That's
listening
cool.
to their music.
Oh my gosh!
Shit.
we're
Even some
going-
new music I put out too. Like
Yeah.
I love, and I had to put all of them in there because I actually do love all of them, especially Victoria Justice and Ariana Grande, who still kind of make
Mhm.
music. Like Victoria does it on the does it every now and again. Ariana Grande still does it, and I love both of them. So it's like, why not just put the whole Victorious in there?
Have you
Why
seen
not?
Wicked? Have you seen Wicked?
I've seen some of it, not the whole.
I took my daughter to see it in the theater, and she does a lot of singing in it, and she's got an amazing voice. I mean,
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
nice.
she sings a lot in that movie.
And Jeff dropping in. Listen, if Jeff Zeppelin's #1 band is not Led Zeppelin, I quit. I will retire today because that has to happen. Like it just has
Yeah.
to happen.
Oh man, 7 Deep Purples. Purple.
Oh, I love Deep Purple, man. Smoke
Listen,
on the
Jeff-
water.
Jeff had the Alan Parsons Project. I haven't heard anything about the Alan Parsons Project since fucking Austin Powers. Like
You
His
know-
number 6, yeah, his number 6, Oil Blue Oyster Cult.
No, Blue
Blue
Oyster Cult.
Oh,
Smoke in the Water.
That's Deep Purple. Smoke on the water.
Oh, what the
Blue
fuck,
Oyster
whoever.
Cult.
All
Don't Fear
those
the Reaper.
70s bands were
I'm
the
burning
same.
for you. Godzilla.
It appeared on the Dazed and Confused soundtrack. It
Yeah.
counts. Doesn't matter.
mhm. So what's y'all number 6?
My number 6 is the Deftones.
Mm.
See, I saw them on their first tour
Uh-huh.
opening for Kiss.
Nice. That's pretty
Again,
cool.
it's like some of these bands, like I said,
Right,
I don't know
right.
around when they begun, but it's like as I got older, I started listening to their, or in this case, because of my people being around a lot longer than me, they have their songs on in the car all the time, and I'll be wondering who is these artists, and then they tell me.
See,
Yeah.
I went and I saw them a couple years ago, Tony, with my younger cousin. She loves the Deftones.
They're more
And-
popular than they were when I was a kid now.
See, I don't really care for them, but I went because Rise Against was with them, and I like Rise Against.
Rise Against is cool, yeah.
Mm.
So I get to see Rise Against, and
I've
I was
been
happy
to,
about that.
I've been to like 5,000 plus concerts, and probably my number 2 or 3 concert experience is I got to see the Deftones on 7/7/2000 at the Newport in Columbus, and I got to be in the very front row, pressed against the barricade, and I got to hold Chino up on the barricade, and I got to sing the chorus to My Own Summer with him, and I heard my voice come out of the PA with the Deftones, and I got to hang out with him
Badass.
afterwards. And then another favorite band of mine, Glassjaw, opened up, and I got to hang out with them all day before the show. And like, it's still to this day. I was 17, and that was like my first real crazy experience in the music industry. And I was like, okay, this is what I want to do forever. Like, for real, I can just do this forever. I'm cool. So it was very cool. It was like it's right up there. Like there's not many, and I've had some really cool experiences in the music industry, getting to meet like my favorite bands. That was a special one. So that's the Deftones will always hold a special place in my heart. Like their newer stuff, I'm not super fan of, but like White Pony and before, amazing.
Blink
That's why they're not higher up
182.
on the list, huh?
Lacey's got Blink 182.
Blink 182.
Mm.
Yes,
That's
Blink
good.
182 is cool. Yep.
All right, so we're down to number 5 now.
Number
My people.
5.
Sean, did you say your number 6?
Yeah, Metallica.
Yeah,
Okay.
Metallica was number 6. He
one
started.
next one.
Yeah.
All right.
TG can start number 5s.
All right, my number 5. I actually had a tough time with this one at first, but then I realized my number 5 is actually what was his name? My God. Give me a second, y'all. Let me pull my list back up. It was called, I know his name because I still listen to his songs to this day. Oh, it was it's the band called what the F? Gucci. Oh, nope, that's not him. Oh, no, give me a second. Oh, okay, here we go. It's Lil Wayne. Have y'all heard of him?
Who's that? I've never heard of that guy. Of course, I've heard of Lil Wayne.
Get low, get low.
Yeah, actually, I do like his songs. He's actually one of my in here. I had to put him in here because I was like, ooh, okay, look, I love his songs, especially one of his called I Ain't Got No Worries. I actually love that song to this day.
I was mildly obsessed with Lil Wayne for a while just because of his lyricism. Like his wordplay is top notch. And like so, like I got like knee deep in all the mixtapes that he had and all kinds of stuff. Like
Yeah, I
after
know
the,
some people like because some people kind of don't like him now, but it's like, nah, he was still like my favorite artist to this day, and it's like he's still one of my favorites. I only put him in the top 5, but I was like, ooh, at some point someone could get him out of there if I found anybody better.
yeah, no, like
Buck Chuck, I'm not gonna lie, I was real close to putting Michael Jackson in the top 10 too, and I've listened to his music
I
and I
mean,
still love it.
Scorpions, good band.
Scorpions, yeah. Yeah,
Saw
Lil
them.
Wayne's amazing, and yeah, Michael Jackson just like like the number one seller of all time, so not a big deal.
You know what? You know what? Let me change. You know what? Let me change my number 5 to Michael Jackson because I actually love Michael more than Lil Wayne.
I'll accept it. I'll accept it, but you can do like split like 5A and 5B. It's fine.
Yeah, yeah. As a matter of fact, I'll do them like that. 5A, 5B. I know.
That's what's up.
We got a Ronnie James Dio. Nice.
Oh man, holy diver.
Rainbow
Yeah,
in
I
the
was trying
Dark.
to think of Lil Wayne's name right then and there, but for some reason I was like, why am I forgetting his name all of a sudden?
Man, you forgot Lil Wayne's name? That man's
No,
offended
because
right now.
No, I
his
would be
name's
offended
Wayne,
because
isn't
like
it?
it's like here's the funny thing. Normally I could just name names off the top of my head, but there are times it just slips out of my brain for whatever the reason. Whatever the reason.
I feel it.
My number 5.
Yep, Sean. Hit us with it.
All right. Seen this band twice. Legendary band. One of the greatest bands ever. The Rolling Stones.
Ooh, I've actually listened to the songs.
Can't get no satisfaction.
Listen, them dudes are still playing 3-hour shows and they're 90 fucking years old. Like just running.
I mean,
Mick Jagger just running around, not limp bone in his wrist. I swear to God.
well, I mean, they need to do a DNA test on Keith Richards or see what drugs he's done. I mean, because they say drugs. I think drugs have kept him alive. I mean, honestly, sure, he looks like he's like 300 years old, but I mean, dude, still.
To be fair, like if you inject a bunch of narcotics in your body for a long time and then you don't, like your body will just fall in line. Like, hey, listen, don't do that anymore, and we're cool. We'll live forever for you, bro. Chill. I promise.
Steely likes some right said Fred and the
Of
culture.
course, Steely does.
Of course.
I mean,
it's Steely. He's old and Steely, so it's fine. Rick Astley. Okay, my number.
Go give you up, Steely.
What were we, number 5? My number 5 is also going to be like a 5A and 5B. I'll go B first, and it's going to be Tupac. I respect Tupac. Like he's another one that I think is a great lyricist. Like had some shit to say. Like little known fact, I actually have Thug Life tattooed across my stomach. 1, because it's funny. 2, there's a whole other thing that goes with it. But like, it's pretty funny. But I respect Tupac as well and what that phrase stands for.
He's in my honorable mentions. Actually,
I think the man is, you know what I'm saying, for what he did for rap in general. Like I think, you know what I'm saying, like he was for sure.
I like him.
Yeah, I love listening to his music, even though I wasn't around for it. I do love listening because my family again brought me into it.
California Love, man. I love it.
Yeah.
Him and Dre on that.
Yeah, he was close to like getting in my list, but I see it now. I guess I'm my own favorite artist though, because even though I love his music, I'm not gonna lie.
Absolutely.
Lacey has a good one. She has Alice in Chains. I recommend the Unplugged album by Alice in Chains. I love
the MTV
Unplugged. The whole Unplugged.
Yeah,
it's a shame that Lane Staley died, man. He was
those MTV Unplugged were really good. The Nirvana one was also really good. Like there were some really, really cool moments on all those.
I really enjoyed the Poison one too. That one was great.
I've never seen the Poison one.
By the way, does anyone remember the rapper, the other artist that Tupac was friends with? Because he's also my honorable mentions. I just
Machiavelli.
Yeah, that's who.
That they all said was really him. It was Tupac.
Mm-hmm.
I just like Tupac, but so 5A is Lacey said that the Machiavelli album that Machiavelli album is actually my favorite Tupac album. Anyway, so but my 5A is the Wu-Tang Clan, the entire Wu-Tang Clan.
Ooh,
like if I had to pick one, it would be Old Dirty Bastard though. For some reason, Old Dirty Bastard has held a special place in my heart. He was my level of ridiculousness, and I love that too. Like that man got on MTV and went in a limo with a fur coat on and all his kids and his wife to cash an actual welfare check while he was in the Wu-Tang Clan, and they were on MTV. MTV cameras followed him to the welfare office in New York to cash a welfare check as Old Dirty Bastard in the Wu-Tang Clan. Like, that's my guy right there. That's my guy. I love all the whole Wu-Tang Clan. Like, you want to hear something crazy? The entire Wu-Tang Clan still every single Wednesday get together, whether it's like in person or on Skype. Every single Wednesday they call them Wu Wednesdays. Still to this day.
Ooh.
Every single Wednesday. Been doing it their
That's
whole
cool.
career.
That is cool.
Yeah, isn't that wild? Oh, Tech 9. Tech 9's a good one.
Matt, you mentioned the Little River Band. Are you saying that just because of that movie with Will Ferrell, Marky Mark in it, The Wrong Guys, or the other guys?
Yeah, the other guys.
The Little River Band.
Yep.
Surely you can't be serious.
Stop calling me Shirley. Anyway. Anyway, what do we at? Number 4?
4.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tony.
Oh, I'm going first. Okay.
Yeah.
Golly, this is getting tough up here. I'm gonna go. I guarantee you nobody here has heard of this band. It's a band. It's like my favorite band right now. It's just 2 dudes. It's a dude named Tom Barber and the drummer from the other band they're in named Josh Miller. Call him Baby J. It's a band called Darko US. And it's literally they just make like it's like deathcore music, but like it sounds like aliens. Like they make weird alien noises and it turns into music. It's hard to explain, but like it's amazing. And literally, when you listen to it, you go, "There's no way that's just 2 dudes," and it's literally just 2 guys. You know what I'm saying? And like Tom Barber is probably the best vocalist in metal today. So like as a person who sits around and screams in his house learning metal vocals every morning, I respect the man. He's a very nice dude too. So like they hold a real special place in my heart, and they're named after the Donnie Darko movie. So like you fucking really can't go wrong.
Nice.
Yeah. So, TG?
Backstreet Boys for me.
Not in sync? How dare you? How dare you throw shade and land on the wrong side of the street in this channel? Oh my lord.
Hey, look, I love their like I said, I love their music. I don't care. So look, none of that's my business. I love their music. That's just me.
That's awesome.
I don't care.
I'm just saying, in sync better bands. Anyway, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Backstreet Boys been just living off of 1 CD they've been releasing every 10 years for their
But you
entire
want that
career.
You do realize they got like new songs out that are actually really good, right?
Yeah, they've been releasing Millennium though for 25 or 30 years at this point.
Because that's still a hit song.
No, I'm talking the whole album, Millennium 2.0, Millennium 3.0. Like it's ridiculous.
Oh, the remix and all that. Okay.
Yeah, like they just been
No, but, I mean,
living.
I don't really care, but it's like, but I guess because like the newer generation loves listening to that album, and I guess they're making like remakes of it for whatever the
You know,
reason.
they just. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. It's just like I don't know. 30
All
years
right.
of the same shtick is like, come on.
Okay, my number 4 band, probably, I don't think anybody's probably ever heard of these guys. It's a very rare band, but it's a little band called the Beatles.
Ew.
Oh, I know who the Beatles are.
You know, sorry, they
Tony.
created rock and roll, man. They changed
Hot
the
take
music.
here. They suck. Hot take. They suck. If I gotta hear verse, chorus, verse one more time and how the Beatles are so great, you can hold my hand in your hand and we'll jump on the
Listen to this stuff once they got on drugs, they were great, man.
They weren't.
They
They did like
were.
one mildly good album about a yellow submarine and otherwise.
No. You gotta talk about Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band, the White
Yeah.
Album, Let It Be, all great albums.
All the same song written over and over again.
No.
Listen. If I gotta hear
Not
one more
broken
time
track,
how
Tony.
Imagine is the anthem of a whole generation.
Imagine
Imagine
what?
what?
A Beatles song. It's a John Lennon song.
It
Get
doesn't
right.
matter. It gets lumped in with them, and I'm gonna.
No, it
John Lennon's
doesn't.
catching another stray. Okay,
It doesn't.
John Lennon's gonna catch another stray right here because
It wasn't a stray
That
he
song is
caught.
great.
Dude shot him point blank. It wasn't a stray.
listen, that song is the
How
most
dare
pretentious
you.
song ever. That's why he got shot because he made that most pretentious song ever. Because it's like,
How
imagine
dare
how,
you? He was
how
trying to
great
get a piece of chance, Tony.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
people like you.
yeah, singing
he
about it
didn't
and not
get- he
doing a
didn't get
damn
chance.
thing.
Oh my God,
That's what he
guys!
did.
Enough.
Imagine how great the world could be if I sing about some shit. I don't know. Go out and do something. Use all your fucking money. Save some people. Oh no,
He
wait, he
did.
got shot.
He saved a
idiot.
lot of people.
Oh, he didn't save anybody. He got shot. Shut up.
He saved Yoko
Anyway.
Ono.
Oh, he saved Satan in a kimono over there. Jesus. God, if anything, you should be like, oh, hey, fucking, we hate that woman because she broke up the Beatles. And like, listen, if your drummer's named Ringo, I can't take you seriously. Next.
If your lead singer's named Chico, I can't take you seriously.
His name is Chino.
Chino or Chico Cappuccino. I can't take anybody seriously named after a freaking beverage. Cappuccino. Yo, Cappuccino hit the stage.
Oh, Lord.
Couple extra fluffs, a couple extra fluffs there, Chino. Want some extra whipped cream with your Chino? I
thought we were going to have a Beatles free list.
But John
had to fuck it up. Everybody was doing well, not talking about the Beatles. Everybody was fine. We were making good choices. Here we are, Sean. Bad choice.
Don't make me pimp like ya.
Oh,
you're on my backhand and I can't. Oh yeah.
I do see a lot of love for the Beastie Boys over here from Steely and stuff.
Oh, no sleep till Brooklyn. License to Ill, baby. Listen, Rick Rubin is the producing god.
Paul's Boutique is still a classic to this day. I don't care what anybody says.
Yo, Sean Steely said terrible choice, Sean.
That's coming from a man who thinks Toto's good. Toto sucks.
We're just gonna leave that up there for a while. Let Sean think about what he did.
Oh god.
Anyway, are we on number 3 after that debacle?
Yeah.
Whole list ruined because of Sean.
I'm not picking bands that make alien noises that nobody's heard of.
Well, they're still good.
All they think of Spaceballs. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh,
Spaceballs is funny, so I take that as a compliment, sir. Thank you. We've already done those lists, and Spaceballs was really hot, so thank you. Oh, shit. Okay, where are we at? Number 3.
My cheeks are hurting.
Man. Okay.
Oh,
number 3. Sean, since you wanted to fuck up the last one, let's see if you can redeem yourself.
You're probably gonna tell me these guys suck too, and I will.
It's like pressure, like here, just big bucks, no whammies, no whammies. Stop.
Queen.
I respect that.
Number 3.
They also make my list, but in the proper spot.
Brian May, genius. Roger Taylor, genius. John Deacon, underrated bass player. Freddie Mercury. What else can you say, man?
There'll never be another Freddie Mercury ever.
Never.
Do you know that's the only band to have written? Each member has written at least multiple #1 singles, and they wrote 3 movie soundtracks. 3. Isn't that wild?
Flash wasn't very good though, so
it was not. But Highlander was. So. Iron Eagle wasn't that good either, but Highlander still was good. So,
Steely wants to yell at me. He put Boz Scaggs. Yeah, what one hit? The Lido Shuffle. Come on.
Oh well, Steely.
Bro, come on, Boz Scaggs. Wasn't for Steve Miller, it would have been nothing.
Here we go. Rush. I respect Rush.
No.
Listen, Rush is the Canadian working. Neil Peart is a genius. I don't care what anybody says. That man is the greatest drummer in rock history.
Geddy Lee sounds like when Geddy Lee sings, he sounds like he's got his nuts in a vice and they're squeezing it. It sounds like a freaking
he's the most successful
hamster getting freaking a blowtorch to a hamster.
Listen, Geddy Lee is the most successful rat ever. He beat out Ratatouille.
Come on. I tell you what, I respect them as musicians. Working Man is an awesome song. If they just had someone else singing the lyrics.
You know, Neil Peart wrote all the lyrics for that. For all the
not for Working Man, he didn't, because Neil Peart wasn't on that album.
Well,
so in your face, subspace.
When Neil Peart was in the band, he wrote all the lyrics. That's why they got so much better.
That's why Working Man's their best song,
isn't it? Though, no, it's not. Sean.
Yes, I respect Rush, but
Sean needs Jesus. I think that's what we're saying.
I need Muted.
Oh my god!
He needs a muzzle.
Oh, that's funny. Oh god.
I'm gonna give Steely just access to StreamYard, and he can just come in. Like he's not gonna come on screen. He's just gonna come in and mute people randomly.
Steely knows better than to mess with me.
Oh man. So okay.
Come on, gotta be past Grandpa's bedtime, isn't it?
He is up a bit late. Let's see. TG number 3.
One Direction.
Whoa.
Wrong direction.
All over the list. Well, there's a lot of silence for that One Direction there. That hit hard.
Yeah,
I
I mean, shout out to Liam Payne, by the way. Rest in peace, man. I'm sorry to have it
listen,
happen to you.
I know they were a big deal. Like I never really listened to them. That's not like my forte per se, but like
Again, they were around with me as a kid, and even to this day, I still listen to their music. So even when they're
yeah,
not a band anymore.
listen, I worked in the music industry and millions of people screaming your name and freaking out about you. You can't be wrong. Like I get it. Like obviously they were doing something right. You know what I'm saying? So like I can't fault it. I
even got a chance
musician.
to listen to one of their unreleased songs, and I'm like, I'm surprised they did not get this one released. This was that like one of their unreleased songs is really freaking good. It's called "Where We Are." It's really freaking good.
That's fair. That's fair. Let's see. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Shit. What was number 3? Number 3. This band is wildly popular right now. And if you've been on TikTok in the last 2 years and you say you haven't heard this band, I'm gonna call you a liar. The band is Sleep Token.
Oh, I kind of heard him.
Yeah. Listen.
I heard him just because of how he is on TikTok. I haven't like.
Well, there's a whole band of them.
You know,
there's 4 people in the band, but Vessel is the lead singer. Yeah. Essentially, they're a mask. Like they're an anonymous band or whatever, and whatever. There's a bunch of lore around them. Dude's a really good songwriter. They're very much like that's just like kind of as far out of my musical little corner of the metal world that I go because they're kind of metal, but they're kind of like weird R&B. I don't know. They're very interesting people. Very nice dudes from what I've heard. Lacey's here to support me. Thank you.
Well, if Lacey says they're good, then I believe they're good. Then
that's right. Well,
Yeah.
not me.
She has great taste. She's friends with me. Of course, she has great taste. She's friends with me. You know.
Oh, right.
And she likes the Buckeyes. So.
Well, you guys just sit around listening to the Beatles all the time, talking about their wonderful nature.
All right.
Oh my god, yeah, crazy.
It'd be a lot easier if you just say Sean smacked me. I mean, come on.
Oh, is that it? Well, that's fine.
No, you'd enjoy it too much.
You're gonna take advantage of a cripple. That's crazy, dude.
No, you'd enjoy it too much.
Don't bully me, Sean. I'll come. Calm down.
No, that's funny.
Number 2.
See, I'm sure.
My number 2.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
This band created a whole genre. And there's just, what else can I say, man? Black Sabbath.
I respect it.
Black Sabbath, man.
I respect it.
All musicians were great. Ozzy's probably one of the most underrated frontmen. I mean, he's got a unique voice, and I first got into Ozzy when I was in the 2nd grade because the Ultimate Sin album was on MTV, and I heard "Shot in the Dark," which is still my favorite song. And then,
did you ever get to see the original Black Sabbath lineup?
Yes, I did.
I did too. I got to see him with my dad and my sister. It was like an amazing experience. We got to see Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, Pantera, like all at the Ozfest 2004.
I got to see him at the Ozfest, and I saw Ozzy probably 11 times, but I got to see Black Sabbath 3 times. Once original, then a couple other times when they were missing like one member. But I got to see their
stuff was in the band.
Yeah, well, the last tour they did, they didn't have the drummer, the original drummer.
Mm.
They had the guy from Rage Against the Machine did the album, but then they had somebody else playing. They had Ozzy's drummer playing the tour, so kind of sucked. But not having him, but to see Tony, Geezer, and Ozzy together was just amazing. TG's number 2.
Yep, TG, let's hear it.
My number 2, I don't know if anybody's ever heard of this band. It's called Big Time Rush. Anybody ever heard of that band?
Isn't that a country band?
No.
Okay, then no.
No. Like they have been around since I was a kid as well. I listen to their music, and they've actually been releasing some new songs that are absolute fire. So, like I said, I've been a fan of this band since I was a kid. So, that's why they're in my number 2. They were close to being my number 1, but someone overtook them. Someone overtook them for number 1.
That's fair.
Vanilla Ice.
Of course.
Is it Vanilla Ice?
No.
Probably MC Hammer? No? Okay.
No. It's actually a new artist that no one heard of, because even I got turned on to him because his music popped up in my messages. And then I've been listening to his music ever since because it is absolute fire. Like, you could do a whole reaction. And I've seen people do reactions to his songs too. Like, this guy has amazing songs. Trust me, you're gonna like one of them, especially Tony. I bet I'm telling you, you will. You could probably come on here with myself and with Sean. I could have you guys listen to one of the firest songs this guy's had. I mean, he's got more, but this was one of the ones I know you would like.
Okay, I'm here for it. Sean, you're number 2.
I already said.
Okay,
Like,
so we're on the number.
Oh,
no,
number 2. What's your number?
My number 2. My number 2.
Yeah.
My number 2 is a 1A, 1B. It's like a split. It's not 1A, 1B really, because they're kind of the same band. There was a band in the late 90s called At the Drive-In, and they broke up and formed 2 other bands. But the good band had the lead singer and the guitar player, and it's called the Mars Volta. And like I was obsessed with both those bands. Like I got into At the Drive-In, and they broke up like a month later, and it crushed my soul. And they just got back together here recently, so like there is hope. But like literally, they formed a band called the Mars Volta, and they wrote like a concept album that I was really obsessed with, and I actually wrote a paper on it in college, and it was made part of the curriculum at Ohio State, so it was pretty cool.
Ooh,
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
Yeah, they're really cool. If you like kind of avant-garde experimental rock, it's pretty fun. So, all right, here we go. Tippy top of the mountaintop. Let's go. Let's hear Sean's first.
Got to go with this, man. All 4 were awesome. I mean, all 4 members. Led Zeppelin, man. You got to go with Zeppelin.
How dare you take Jeff Zeppelin's number 1?
Sorry, Jeff. I agree with you. I had the honor of seeing Jimmy Page and Robert Plant play together, and they did a tour when I was in high school, and I got to see them 4 times in concert together, and that was that's the closest thing I could ever get to see, the Zeppelin, and it was amazing. So people were kind of pissed because they wouldn't play Stairway to Heaven, but man, just to hear Ramble On, and they played Cashmere, and
Immigrant Song is still a classic, dude. Immigrant Song is such a good song.
I love the song Ramble On, man. It just blows me away, man.
And, there we go.
They played Hey, What Can I Do? So
I Can Die Happy.
Yeah, I
agree with number 1 band, Led Zeppelin.
Oh yeah.
It's all come full circle for us.
Zeppelin 4, man.
Yep.
Classic.
TG.
Who's your number 1, TG?
I'm interested now to hear it.
Yeah, my number 1 is a new artist called Peyton Parrish. He's a phenomenal artist.
Not even hip.
Now you don't know him. Like, I've gotten a chance to actually listen to his music, watch it. Like I said, his stuff came on. He had actually been a music artist for a while, but his stuff had popped up in my mentions, and I started listening to all of his music. Freaking fire music. He knows how to sing like metal, legit Viking, rock, romance. Like, he can do it all. And even he has his own setup where he can do cover songs for certain songs that have already been out. Like, for instance, has anybody ever watched Disney?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you know, he actually has cover songs for those that make him more, very like more heavier? Rockish.
Yeah.
More rock. Like, it sounds way better than what it sounds like literally on Disney. I guarantee you it just does. So, like, this guy knows how to make music. It's really freaking good. Even stuff from like High School Musical is kind of fun. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of fire.
I respect it.
Yeah, and like I said, one of his brand new songs, like I said, when we could do like a channel where we react to one of the songs I know you're gonna like, because like I said, it's very rock metal and it legit is fire. It's gonna make you really want to listen more to his stuff. And like I said, he's got a new album coming out that's actually based on Christ, basically the Lord himself. Because he actually he experiments with all of that. So it's like he does it. And it's really freaking good music too.
I agree. Okay. We'll have to check it out. We'll do some reactions sometimes. Let's see how to.
Jeff Zeppelin, you're right. It was called No Quarter was the name of that world tour that Page and Plant did. I actually have right here the tour book. I pulled the tour book out of my closet the other day when I was cleaning the closet.
Where'd you get a tour book from?
Page and Plant, man. The Page and Plant.
Were they selling those at the show?
Yeah.
Normally they don't give those out. They only give those out like to the crew. That's crazy. That's the tour managers make those. Isn't that crazy?
A tour book, yep.
Because I was told about them when I was a tour manager. I was told about old tour managers doing that and stuff. It's not like a thing anymore, but like that was part of the the brotherhood was like you get a tour book at the end of the thing. It was just like this book that the tour manager made and shit. So
yeah.
Jeff Zeppelin. Jeff has some great bands, man. Oh, I'm sorry, Vader.
Vader, I saw all your picks. Some of them are good. The Doors were bad. So you know what I'm saying? Like B plus, B plus,
Oh,
B
dude.
plus,
That is
B plus. So my number one has been mentioned a bunch of times and whatever, but I don't think there's any other clear cut number one other than Queen. And I already said all the reasons why. Like that band was amazing. You know, there'll never be another Freddie Mercury. Like there's been a million frontmans. And to this day, if you go watch their Live Aid performance in 1986,
Oh, it's amazing.
That's the best 25 minutes of live music you'll ever see in your. I can't make it through it without crying. Middle Radio Gaga, tears every single fucking time. Every time. I swear. They get to the chorus of Radio Gaga and I fucking lose my shit. And literally, like, it's just tears until the end. And then, you know, like Freddie Mercury's going to be dead in a few years and it's even sadder.
You know what's awesome? I don't know if you've ever seen it, but they did the tribute concert to Freddie.
Yeah, with David Bowie and all them and Axl.
That's awesome to check out too, to hear all those people do a tribute. I mean, Queen plays all the music. I mean, Roger and Brian and, you know, John Deacon all play all the music, and they just have different lead people come up and do songs, and that's amazing.
Yeah, they had Axl Rose, and I think David Bowie and Axl Rose did Under Pressure together, and like.
No, that was Lisa. Somebody, I forget who it was, but David Bowie did sing Under Pressure with somebody else, Lisa Stansfield.
Oh, okay. So, like, John, you know what? I saved this. I was going to tell it during your Queen thing, but my coolest experience in the music industry is I wanted to write a story based on Queen songs because I was a writer too, and so when I had my book contract, I literally was like, I want to do this. Like, I really am obsessed with Queen songs, and I had it all lined out, and I tried to contact people from Queen forever, and I got a hold of Brian May's assistant. And like, you know, he told me like Brian's really busy, blah, 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 blah. And then like one morning I woke up and I had an email from Brian May himself. And I got to talk to Brian May about this story. And he told me he would love to hear it. And like, I got the email back and forth with Brian May. And like,
that's awesome,
dude. It was like, I woke up and my heart dropped like, what? Like it was really amazing. It was a fun thing. And like, just to get to talk to him about something like that. And he was like, listen, lyrics are not really my thing. That was Freddie's thing, but like you seem like you know what you're talking about. And I would love to hear it, you know, when you're done. And I was like, that's fucking wow, dude.
39 is a great song that he sings back in 30. Hey, Buckeye Chuck, United by Judas Priest is one awesome song. British Steel was a kick-ass album, brother.
You know, I've never seen Judas Priest live, but I got to see Rob Halford perform. There's this Japanese metal band called Baby Metal.
Yeah.
So Rob Halford came out and performed with Baby Metal at the 2016 Alternative Press Awards when I was a VIP there. And so like cool. I just stand there like on the side of the stage and like watch Rob Halford with Baby Metal. I was like, this is the craziest shit I've ever seen, dude. He came out in full leathers and shit or whatever. Crazy.
Breaking the law. Breaking the law. Living After Midnight. They Metal Gods, Jeff's up. Metal God. I had to see Priest twice.
Yeah, they played like a medley of Judas Priest songs, and then they played a song with Baby Metal, and like he did guest vocals on it. It was really cool. It was really cool.
I mean, one of my honorable mentions that I didn't get to say is one band that I think is really awesome from the 60s is the Beach Boys.
My grandfather loves the Beach Boys.
Brian Wilson did a lot of, cutting edge stuff in the studio. And my dad's favorite.
Go ahead.
One of my dad's favorite bands that I love to this day that I always got to listen to when the song comes on is CCR, Creedence Clearwater Revival. I love Creedence. I love me some Creedence.
Yeah.
Louisiana, good old music.
Absolutely.
Yeah, another, because I mentioned some of my honorable mentions already on the show, so I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of call most of them out. Drake Bell, I actually listened to his music too. He was around since I was a kid as well, and he actually got some fire music, even like Spanish type music where it's actually pretty fire. Drake and Kendrick, and I know they got a beef going on right now, which is actually pretty lit, honestly. But I enjoyed listening to their music too. I also do have a guy by the name of Trey Songs. I don't know. Like again, I know he has
songs, yeah.
He was another one. He has some really good songs. There's also what is this? Judas. Not Judas, Fozzy. Their song is named Judas. Yeah, the Fozzy band, and that's actually with one of my favorite.
Chris Jericho's band.
Yeah, I love his band. Even though he kind of, I mean, I wish he would get off wrestling right now, or in this case, go your butt back to WWE because dude, where you're at right now absolutely sucks and is killing your image. That's why I don't watch him on that show. There's a reason why, is because he sucks bad. So hopefully he gets out of that and goes back to WWE where he can really salvage his image. But I still love his band songs. Honestly, I've been listening to it since he was there, going all the way back to 2010 is when I started listening to it. And even now I had to catch up on it to see how many like new songs they had.
Dennis had a great one. He had the Black Keys from Akron. They're a great band.
The Black Keys, they're super talented.
And another one I have is called, has anybody ever heard of Shakira?
Yeah.
I'm literally listening to one of her songs on my playlist. I was listening to it today and I was like, this woman has some fire freaking music. But that song is my favorite by far, the one she had.
I love watching her dance. I mean,
I bet you do.
Yeah, Shakira had some hips, that's for sure.
I mean, that girl's talented. I mean, she's an awesome musician and she can dance. I mean, wow.
Oh yeah, this girl.
Yeah.
Hips don't lie, Chuck. You're right, man.
That's right. Some of my honorable mentions are like, especially from Ohio, Tool.
Love Tool.
Tool, yeah. Maynard's originally from Ohio, so that explains a lot. He's a weirdo, but like Tool, Tool, I like Tool right up like the first 3 albums of Tool, like up to Anima, and after that they get a bit strange, too strange even for me. But then like also like Panic! I know people don't like Panic at the Disco. I love Panic at the Disco, like. But like I don't love a whole lot of Panic at the Disco. Just a couple albums, but like their Death of a Bachelor album, I think is fucking eats. There's not a bad second on that whole album, and it's like a pop record, but it's still amazing. And also like I stray a little bit into the pop world, but it's always for like I really love Billie Eilish a lot. Billie Eilish is great. I don't care what anybody says. I'll die on that hill. And like her first couple albums were really good, and Lord was really good.
Man, Lunatic put up Aerosmith. I love me some old Aerosmith. I have a story about Aerosmith. I was a freshman in high school. Me and some buddies went to the Aerosmith concert up at the Toledo Sports Arena. And it was general admission. It was an old the sports arena was an old hockey arena. So the floor was all open. And we got there early and we got right in early and we got right to the rail. So we were front of the stage, man. 15 years old. Aerosmith came out. I mean, right there, right in front of me. Steven Tyler leaned over the rail to give us all a high five, and he flipped over. And me and the bouncer caught Steven Tyler. I had a handful of his hair, and it was all greasy. I was wiping it all over some chick next to me. But man, it was just an awesome experience, man, to sit there and have him sing "Dream On" like 3 feet away from me, man.
That's awesome. What I was gonna ask, what was you guys' first concert? Do you remember?
My first concert was the Monkees.
The Monkees, dude. I was obsessed with the Monkees when I was a kid, and then I found out they were a fake band, and it broke my heart.
Well, they did a reunion tour back in 1986 because they got really big on MTV because MTV was re-showing the reruns. And they did a reunion tour, and I got to go to that. Then 2 years later, I got to go see Kiss, Faster Pussycat, and Slaughter at the Toledo Sports Arena. That was my first hard rock show, and that's when Kiss was without their makeup, though. In 1990, I was in 5th grade.
It's a dark time for Kiss. It's a dark time for Kiss.
I still loved it, man. I loved all their music, so it was awesome. And some chick dumped the beer on some drunk lady. Dropped the beer on my head, so I was covered.
Listen, Lacey.
Oh, that's awesome, Lacey.
Lacey, that's when a babysitter could still do some crazy shit like that. Let a babysitter try to sneak a 9-year-old out now to a rock concert. They're going to prison. Like, Jesus. Good Lord.
Well, Jeff, I'm jealous.
Yeah, I don't even know if I ever did it. This is the thing. I probably did when I was a kid, but I don't remember. So I couldn't even.
You've never been to a concert?
As far as I remember, I probably have when I was a kid, but not like as I got older. I haven't been to one since.
TG, go see some live music. Go see some live music. It'll change you.
It changed your life, man.
I'm pretty sure it will, man. I will try to see if I try to see if I can get somebody to take me because like I said, I haven't been to a live one. I don't think at all. But like I said, I probably went to one when I was a kid and I don't remember. I just don't.
I mean, I've been to over 100, and that's not as many as Tony's been to. But I started going. My sister's 7 years older than me, and her friends started taking me when I was. I mean, she was like 16, taking me to shows, and I was just like, it was awesome. I had cool parents that would let me go with my sister. This is the age of, you know, hair bands and all the cool music on MTV, Poison, Bon Jovi, all that cool stuff.
Yeah.
Motley Crue. I mean, my sister took me to see Kiss, Ozzy Osbourne. I mean, it was just magical, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was, man. I hope I did. Because I will say this. The only thing that I have experienced that was like totally awesome that I fully remember was when my dad took me to a Chicago Bulls game.
That's awesome.
Listen, I'm saying, like, if you really like music, like as a person who toured for 10 years and been going to concerts since I was like 8 or 9 years old, like literally, like just the cool shit that I've got to see in concerts. Like I got to see System of a Down before their first album even came out with like 6 people around. I had to see Slipknot when they first came out. Like I got to hang out with the drummer from Kitty when, like, you know what I'm saying? We were both so kids. Like just
Kitty was a great band, man.
Yeah, Mercedes she's smoking hot too, but she's so sweet. She's a sweetheart of a human being. I love that woman. But yeah, no, like literally, you just like shit like that. Like, and when you go, I always like, I'm not religious, but like I always would equate things to people that like music is my higher power because I got to go see it firsthand. I got to see music change people's life and like heal people, and I get to stand on the side of the stage and watch my favorite bands play every night, and it. Like the people, the feeling that people explain, like when they feel that's feeling at church, that's what I felt like every night. I got to stand on the side of the stage and watch my friends play music that we all loved, and kids go crazy. And it's just like it's magical. It's a whole type of thing where like, oh my god, like this is amazing. Like it's literally out there just. And I got to watch kids come and cry every night and just tell people how much they loved their favorite band and how they changed their life and saved them. And I was like, dude, this is not religion. I don't know what is. Like, this is us saving people's life. So
yeah,
I'm telling you, like, you should go.
And Lacey, thank you for that. And I meant to shout you out for the I Love CG. Thank you so much. Hopefully, I do get a chance to go too, because there are a couple others that I haven't mentioned, like 3 Days of Grace, and there's like another band whose
3 Days of Grace is awesome. Saw them in concert.
Yep. Yeah, there is another band too, because whose artists I actually had seen with Peyton Parrish on one of his songs, and I'm like, okay, I got to listen to their band. Their stuff is fire too. I gotta remember the band name. And Vader, you said you'll take me.
I'll take you. We'll do a Curse Designs meetup, and we'll take TG to a concert. It'll be good times.
Yeah, real quick. Let me look
Pretty
up.
Reckless.
Yeah, real quick.
Lizzie Hale's my celebrity crush. I love Lizzie Hale.
Lizzie Hale's cool. She's cool.
One of my honorable mentions that I forgot to mention is Iron Maiden. I love me Maiden. I love Iron Maiden. Magical to go see them in concert.
They're really good, dude.
Megadeth's great in concert too, but Bruce Dickinson can still hit the high notes, man.
Yeah, he's like 170 years old now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But no, TG, I'll send you a list of bands that I listen to and stuff, whatever that I know and I toured with, stuff, whatever you might like. Or you can check out. And like I have a bunch of honorable mentions that like maybe nobody's ever heard of, but like bands like Stray from the Path are really good. I know somebody mentioned Norma Jean in the chat earlier. Norma Jean's amazing. They're still killing it. You know, I listen to a band called Kubla Khan. They're from Texas. They're amazing. They just like, and they're the simplest, like just most like it's their guitar riffs sound like they're shoveling gravel. And it's the simplest music ever, but it's like everything is simple and perfect and at the right time. It's amazing. And like Knocked Loose like is like the one Knocked Loose is like the metal band that's leading the charge to bring metal to the masses. Like they were on Jimmy Kimmel and old ladies were writing in about how they were scared and shit. It was amazing, dude. Like just to see that sort of stuff and see like I get to see a lot of those people like when they were nobody and you know like to see people like that. And I got to see people that like where my friends get signed and shit. It's fucking amazing. Like bands like Beartooth are the greatest people in the world, and like you know their manager's the one who taught me everything in the music industry and like just shit like that. Like he's special, man. Like music holds a real special place in my heart, and so like And the first time anybody like paid me for my musical opinion, I was convinced like this is the greatest music ever. And I'll die on that hill a million times over, dude. Like I'm telling you.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I did find the name of the band. It's called Theory of a Dead Man. They stuff.
Oh yeah.
I love their songs.
Yeah, well,
as a matter of fact, with 3 Days of Grace and Theory of a Dead Man, both their top like singers, mainly like their band members, did songs with Peyton Paris that are absolutely fire. Love they stuff. When they do their stuff, that's how it's like, man. I'm like, dude, I gotta start. Let me see, can I find more bands like this out here? Because they were so close.
Yep,
they were so close to making my freaking top 10. It's like I love a lot of these artists and bands and stuff. It'd be like they songs be fire to me. If you got great music and it ain't just a one-hit wonder, I'm good.
No, listen, I'm a big fan of good. Like I tell people, like if music gives you that feeling where like you get goosebumps and shit or whatever, like that's it. That's I'm like especially like you get to see. I got to see a bunch of albums getting like recorded and shit or whatever, and like you hear stuff in the studio and you go like you get goosebumps and you go, oh shit, like people are gonna like that. Like I don't know why, but people are gonna like that. Like it's amazing and like it's. If you're ever interested, anybody's interested in any type of metalcore or anything like that, like please let me know. Like I have a billion bands that I'm friends with and like love the support and tell people about and like the Ice Nine Kills. Like I have tattooed on my palm. Like those dudes have stayed at my grandmother's house before. Like they're the nicest human beings. They did 2 or 3 albums now entirely based on. They did 1 album based on all books. Like they did like Frankenstein or Dracula and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and like all these different books. And they did songs about them. And then they did the Silver Scream 1 and 2, which is literally all about horror movies. Every song's about a different horror movie, and it's fucking top tier. And they're amazing. Super nice.
Did you guys check out Buckchuck 82? What he had? Have you ever heard of Austrian Death Punch? They pay tribute to Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, it's some of the dudes from I believe from As They Like Dying. Are in that band. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to listen to that tribute because I haven't heard it.
Jay Giles was a good band, Dennis.
Jay Giles band, yeah.
Peter Wolf was great. Freaking Bob Seger's another one of my all-time favorites, man. I love Bob Seger. Him and Bruce Springsteen and John Mellencamp are just great songs about. I mean, they just touch something inside my soul, man. I tell you.
And a lot of bands that hold a special place in my soul too are like bands like Slipknot and Korn and shit that like will like because I grew up listening to metal, so like my parents like went to see Motorhead and Slayer when my mom was pregnant.
Motorhead,
yeah, dude. Like I grew up listening to Slayer and Sepultura and bands like that, and like Korn and the Deftones were like the first band that I was like, oh, like this is like metal for me now. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I like metal, but this is metal for like me. And so like that
generation,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like when new metal came out, it was like that holds a real special place in my heart. Like the first 2 Slipknot albums are still so fucking good. So like
Wait and Bleed, man. What a great song.
Hopefully I'm gonna have a bunch of bands that like I know and listen to and shit that are out now and whatnot. I'm gonna try to interview some of them. There's a couple bands that I'm trying to get a hold of now that have agreed. I just gotta schedule times. So like I'm gonna get them on here and I think it'll be fun, like just to help get the word out about, like that's half the fun is telling people about the music that I love and like maybe it'll strike one person. Like, so I like turning people into that shit. It's fun.
Dude, one of my favorite concerts I went to is I got to see Slipknot and Korn play together up in Detroit, man. Yeah, that was a great show.
I got to see a few Family Value tours with Limp Bizkit, Korn. You know what I'm saying? Who else played? Like Orgy, fucking shit. Can't remember. I got to see a bunch of Taste of Chaos tours. Like I got to see with Killswitch Engage. Killswitch Engage was amazing. The Used, My Chemical Romance, like all that shit was amazing, dude. Like this, because those were the bands at like the height of their power then. You know what I'm saying? And like Howard Jones, the new lead singer from Killswitch Engage, is from Columbus. He's from the north side of Columbus. So like I always support that dude for sure.
Mm-hmm. So. Get the funny story too, because while we were on stream, I literally had dropped my phone and it's a miracle I did not break it. Like, dude, my screen is already ready to come off. Like, if you cannot tell, this thing is bending like outwards if you cannot see it. Like, legit. Ooh. Which is so funny because I'm like, I have never, but it's because of the effect and it's already upsetting. And I already like broke my freaking like stand. If you cannot tell, like, look how this breaks.
I
So
forgot to
it's
mention Milli Vanilli too, man. That was another
Oh,
one.
Sean,
Man.
Yeah.
Sean's been going on about million for fucking 2
Milli
weeks.
Vanilli's just
Yeah.
brilliant, man. Because I watched
Yeah.
the movie about it.
No, listen, I
Yeah,
love
no,
I
it's
love those
great.
movies about shit like that. Like,
Yeah, it was actually interesting about how that producer did all that, and some guys actually wanted to sing, but the producer wouldn't let them sing on the songs. He just made
yeah,
them dance, and
oh, Queensryche is mentioned there. Fucking that's crazy. You know, the dude from Queensryche is deaf, the lead singer, and
no
he
wait,
can hit like
Jeff
crazy
Tate is
high
not
notes.
deaf. He's not deaf.
From Queensryche,
Yeah, he's not deaf.
he's definitely deaf, dude.
Yeah, I've seen him do interviews. He's not deaf. He talks normal.
He's like 80% deaf. Promise you. Go
Oh,
look it
by
up.
the way, by the way, another one I forgot to mention was Queen. That was also part of my honorable mention. I didn't
He's
forget to mention them
a
too.
great band, man.
So,
Like
I-
Look,
Chuck
I
said,
was
best
so
drum
close,
pickers
but it's like
ever.
I got my own personal favorites too, though.
no,
So
by all means, I get it. It's not as bad as the Beatles, so it's fine. Never really Sean lived that
Hey,
down,
look,
but
look.
I
I
said
don't
10
mind.
best bands. I didn't say they were my favorite bands. This test, musician.
Listen,
I mean, Beatles was good for a while, but it's like after a while, you start kind of realizing.
Man, they had an influence over everybody. I mean, if it wasn't
Yeah, they
for them,
did though. That's something you can't argue. I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying you can't really argue with it. They did.
I do have to say though, we did dodge the Elvis bullet, so fucking I'm okay.
True.
Like if I'd have caught a Beatles
I'll
strap
admit
on,
it. Hey, Elvis did. I mean, them guys did influence a lot of people to get the rock and roll where it was going, man.
they did, but I
It wasn't
just
for
think
them.
it's just nonsense.
I mean, just imagine what Steely had to listen to before they came along, guys. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
dude.
15 years old and had no rock and roll. I mean, Elvis saved them, man.
Right, he was listening to vaudeville shit at that point. He had nothing else to listen to.
Then he's in his 50s. I mean, in his 40s, and the Beatles come out. He's happy, man. I mean, dude,
Right.
I mean,
Listen, everybody always says like you're either a Beatles man or an Elvis man. Like I'm neither.
they say either the Beatles or the Stones, man. It's either you like
Listen,
the Stones or the Beatles.
I'm cool. I'll pass on the Stones too, man. Like some of the Stones
Lemmy
songs,
loved the Beatles, man.
I tolerate some of the Stones songs. They're better than most. But
Lemmy was a badass, dude. You can't diss Lemmy. Lemmy was God.
No, Lemmy is God. But like literally, like give me Jefferson Airplane out of like that era.
No,
Dude,
that
Jefferson
hippie
Airplane. Listen, dude. I don't care
didn't
what
have
anybody
any-
says. Dude,
Oh,
Jefferson
man.
Airplane, amazing. Like, and I don't care if Grace Slick was the ugliest woman on the fucking planet.
No.
Or
She
Janis
was hot when
Joplin.
she was younger. She just got
Listen,
really.
Grace Slick, I forget, Grace Slick was hot, but Janis Joplin might have been the ugliest woman ever. Still somewhat
Janis
hot
is insane.
because she was crazy.
That was my mom's favorite, man. My
Dude,
mom
listen.
loved Janice.
Listen,
Super
dude.
Champ was a good band. Very good band.
Speaking of bands like along that line, you know who like I wasn't a giant fan of them, still not too, but like they put on the most amazing show ever is George Clinton and the Parliament Funkadelics. And like I got to go see them in downtown Detroit. There was 1 million people there for the Detroit Electronic Music Festival. And like we literally were in the bowl down at Hart Plaza, right by the water. The stage was elevated. And like I got so high on Canadian weed that like I didn't even know I was outside anymore. Like I looked up and was like, oh my God, that's the GM building. We're outside. Because it was all foggy and shit. And then Parliament Funkadelics came out and played for an hour and a half just by themselves. And then George Clinton came out and they played for another hour and a half. And it was quite possibly one of the greatest shows I've ever seen in my life. I don't even like that type of music. It was just they killed it the whole time.
I admit I've been drunk a few times listening to Atomic Dog, dancing on the dance floor in my younger years.
Whole horn sections playing perfectly. It was wild, dude. Dude in a diaper out
Bootsy
there.
Collins, man. Dude was a maniac,
Yeah,
man.
He's the man, dude.
Mm-hmm.
He's from Cincinnati. Bootsy Collins.
I did not know that. Did not know that. That's awesome. Though. I always that George Clinton story is amazing because like everybody always used to tell me like I'm telling you George Clinton puts on the show of shows and I was like I don't know man. And I'm telling you that man put it down. It was crazy.
Remember what Jeff put?
Yeah. This is what I'm
You
saying.
need to make
man.
a t-shirt that says that, Tony.
Absolutely, dude.
Curse Designs.
Dude, I'll make a Grace Slick shirt right now, dude. Promise you that. Like, make it part of the Dapper Degenerates fucking line for sure. Work on that tonight. Yeah, dude. Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Starship, all this. Like, yeah, that's give me for my money.
Man.
Give me those guys. Like, That's just me. You know what I'm saying?
When they wrote that, when they played that song, they built this city on rock and roll. That killed it, man. I could never listen to that song again. I hate it with a passion. I cannot. No.
Yeah. Lacey, I am feeling better. I had a rough week with I had a whole dilemma with all my laptops going down. I had to get a new MacBook and scramble. The show I only got the MacBook yesterday, so the show it was just going to be Sean and TG in a minute. But I snuck in here at the end, and I'm getting everything back online for the Dapper Degenerates thing. And I got the original. I got the first logo done for Dapper Degenerates. If anybody wants to see like the official logo.
Yeah, show it up. Let everybody check that bad boy out. Look at that.
Oh yeah, and that is awesome.
That is fire, dude.
That's absolutely fire.
Thank you,
dude. Can't wait to see what you do with it, man.
Yeah, it should be fun. It'll be somewhat different than Curse Designs, but still the same. It's kind of the it's kind of the upscale adult line for it or whatever. I feel like we're all kind of Dapper Degenerates. Well put together, but we are all degenerates at our core. Fucking,
I'm part of Degeneration X, baby.
For sure.
Degeneration X, I'm dead.
Oh yeah, baby, all the way.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. They were around too for me. I love DX.
Yeah, no. That's what we'll have to do next. We got to decide when we do next. Maybe we just do top 10 wrestlers.
I'm down with it.
Top 10 wrestlers, everybody.
Top 10 wrestlers next week.
Yeah, that would.
Or listen, we can do wrestlers or tag team or teams. Because
let's do wrestlers first. Then we can do top 10 tag teams after that.
All right, that's fine. Yep. That's fine.
That's cool.
Just guys. Tag teams. I mean, can we do like tag team / factions though? Because there are some like tag.
That's what I'm saying. Like DX got to be in there. You know what I'm saying? Like what's the one The Rock was the part of when he like
the Nation of Domination.
Yeah, the Nation of Domination. Like the Legion of Doom. Dude, come on, man.
The original.
The Four Horsemen. Yeah, the Four Horsemen. Come on. Like I mean, the Hart Brothers. Like come on, man. Like
the Hart Foundation. Right. That was more of a tag team, but yeah.
Yeah. So like I don't really watch a lot of wrestling, but I did when I was a kid, and like fucking I'm here for it. So like
I'm down with the top 10 wrestlers, man.
Yeah, let's start with that, and then we do like top 10 tag teams / factions.
Yeah, we can do an extended show. We're cool with it. I'm sure Lunatic Friends will list every wrestler Lunatic Friends is going to list every wrestler from 1 to like 10,000.
I tell you what, Lunatic Fringe is just an awesome dude, guys.
No, he's the best, dude.
He's awesome, man. Just what a great dude. So glad. I mean, it's just like everybody in this community, man, that we've met. I mean, honestly, we all met on, Scoop and stuff and just created this awesome community, man. And so many great people. So awesome to come on here and just cut it off and have a great time, man. Just joking around.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Oh, by the way, next week, Tuesday, I'm going to actually tell everybody this in the chat right now. Next week, Tuesday, tune into the OHL podcast. It's going to be a little special show. Just telling you. Not going to say more. I'm just going to tell you.
There we go. Little tease.
9 o'clock.
You know what, Sean? Maybe I'll get
8 o'clock. My bad. It's 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
Yeah, 8 o'clock in Ohio. 7 o'clock for the people who are in Chicago like me. It's for you. It's a 7.
8 o'clock Tuesday. Ohio podcast.
Maybe for next week, I'll get the ex-professional wrestler Tanu the Savage that I interviewed for the second show on this channel. Maybe I'll get Tanu to come on. That dude knows everything they ever know about wrestling. It'd be fun to have him on. Dude. He's a super good dude. So see about that. And I guess this is anybody else got anything else other than teasing some cool shit?
Hey, I just want to tell everybody thanks for coming on and supporting the channel. Helping our boy
guys,
Tony.
Come on and support Tony, man. Come on and support Tony, guys. Like, subscribe. I'm subscribed to his channel right now. Subscribe to this man's channel. And if I ever could figure it out, maybe me and Tony, you can do some gaming.
Absolutely. That's what I used to do gaming on here before. So like we'll definitely, we can do gaming. We'll do reactions. We'll do whatever anybody wants to do. I'm down. We'll come on here and we'll do it. And then other than that, I'm very thankful for all of you guys. TG, Sean, I know I was on I hosted the show with you guys before. I'm so thankful for you guys, and everybody I've met has been very nice to me, especially during my time with my ankle and shit. Like everybody's been, you guys all check on me and care. I feel very loved, and I am so thankful for what opportunity I've gotten and like to make it this far. I'm really thankful. So I appreciate it. And at the end of the show, just because I didn't get a chance on another show to dunk on anybody for the national championship, here we go. We're doing this every week. Right here, we got the belt. I don't care what anybody fucking says. Right there, there it is. That's my dunk on it, everybody. Anybody got something to say about it? Fuck you. So we'll roll out for the national championship for a whole nother year.
It's 9:20 and Michigan still sucks, people.
Yeah, they're still trash at the end of the day. Screw them.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks everybody in the chat. Love you guys. Tony, thanks for having me on again. TG, my sister.
TG is always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure, guys.
Yep.
I love it.
As always, everybody be nice to each other. Somebody screams out OH, yell back IO, and you know what I'm saying? Fucking, you want a Curse Design shirt? You know where to find me, kids. All right.
Peace out.
We're out.
Peace out, y'all.